Peace. What's the word, everybody? I'm gonna give everybody a chance to tap in with the kid before we start building, going in on this subject matter, man. Y'all see the topic, man. So this is one of those subjects where I'm gonna have to go off. I'm gonna have to vent, rant, whatever you want to call it. I have to snap on some of these brothers out here, man. Some things that I've been witnessing, some things that I have been seeing. Thought this stuff was a joke, but it's really real in the field out here, man. So I've got to add my 2 cents, 20 cents, dollar, whatever you feel like it's worth. I'm about to add it. But what's the word, man? How y'all feeling on this Saturday? Hopefully y'all got about 45 minutes to an hour to listen to the build, chop it up with the kid, add the 2 cents, all that good stuff, man. What's the word? Ray Shine, Joy the Serpent, peace. What's happening? What's the word? How we living, man? How we living and feeling? We going in out here, man. Magic, peace. What's happening? Yeah, for sure. I was made aware of a guy out here getting abdominal surgery, talking about he was working out hard but couldn't get the stomach down, so he got the little abdominal surgery. Got the surgery for the 6-pack, talking about he gonna make his doctor rich, things like that. Darvin, peace. What's happening? Like, seriously, the post said the dude was like he gonna make the doctor rich. Listen, making the doctor rich, the same doctors that's out here responsible for over 250,000 deaths a year. So that's what we out here promoting. That's what we trying to enrich. We trying to enrich the medical industry. We can't win out here, man. The medical industry wins again. Like, these surgeries are so doggone dangerous, man. Come on, man. Like, really, people out here dying for these surgeries. People out here dying to look a certain type of way. Like, are we serious? Are we serious? You willing to risk your life? You willing to risk being out of your children's lives for a surgery? And when dudes kill me, the dude in the photo was like, he was working out hard, couldn't get the stomach down. Fool, you idiot. That's because abs are made in the kitchen. So I don't care how many crunches you was doing. I don't care how many sit-ups you was doing. I don't care how much you was deadlifting and squatting. You're not going to get your stomach down if you don't change the way that you eat. And I guarantee you the brother didn't do that. The stomach don't lie. You know what I'm saying? The stomach does not lie. If you want to see if somebody been eating correctly, look at the stomach. The stomach does not lie. Like, if you're not eating correctly, that stomach is not going to move. I don't care how many sit-ups and crunches you do. If you do not change the way that you eat, that stomach will not go down. So again, when somebody's telling me they was working out hard, but they didn't get their stomach to go down, because, dude, 80 to 90% of that stomach is all of the kitchen. It's all in the kitchen. It's all of what you eat. You know what I'm saying? So you too lazy to change the way that you eating. You just think you can out crunch or out sit up a bad diet, but you cannot, though. You don't want to let go of the liquor. You don't want to let go of the alcohol. So guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna get this surgery, right? That surgery gonna give you the perfect 6-pack. But guess what's the first body part that's affected by a bad diet, bad nutrition? It is your stomach. So how long do you think a perfect 6-pack is gonna last if you don't change the way that you are eating? And that is the bigger issue. Nobody is changing the way that you eat, and a surgery is not going to make you change the way that you eat. So just by you getting a surgery, that's not going to automatically make you wake up one day and start eating clean. Doesn't work like that. I have trained plenty of people that got weight loss surgery, they got all these type of surgeries, and they still have the same bad habits. If you don't put in the work to change your habits, then they are not going to change simply because you got a surgery and now you look different. Doesn't work like that. You might want to work on the habits first, but nobody is doing that. They think, oh, I'm going to get the body that I want first, and then that's going to make me wake up motivated to change my habits. It never works like that. Sorry to inform you. So you go get this ab surgery, then you wake up and you continue to eat McDonald's, you continue to drink all this liquor, you continue to eat all the nonsense, all the junk food, and guess how long that's going to last for you? Now you're going to have to pay for another surgery. This is stuff that they not promoting out here. That's what they not promoting. If we put the same amount of energy that we put out here to promote the garbage, to promote the surgeries, to promote all this nonsense trying to make doctors rich, if we use that same amount of energy to promote healthy living, healthy lifestyles, healthier habits, world would be a better place. Andrew Antonio, peace. Akuma, peace. What's happening? Good kid, peace. What's happening? Static, Darrell, Shantae, peace. What's happening? Miss Donnie, peace. What's the word? Yeah, Miss Donnie, I'm trying to tell y'all. These dudes out here in competition with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Feeling sorry for y'all, for the sisters. You know what I'm saying? Everything y'all do, dudes trying to do. That's the way it's role reversals. Back in the day, it was the women like, oh, anything a man can do, I can do. Well, that has completely changed. Now the brothers are like, anything a woman can do, I can do. That's the way of the world right now. Dudes looking at women like, oh, women doing it, so I'm gonna go do it. That's how the world is right now. Everything is completely reversed. Dudes out here competing with these women, trying to do exactly what these women are doing. Oh, they getting surgeries. Why can't we do it? Why can't men do it? These women do it. Why can't we do it? That is pathetic, man. That is pathetic. I don't condone it when the women are doing it. You know what I'm saying? It is pathetic, but it's definitely pathetic when a grown man is doing it. Definitely pathetic when a grown man is out here getting abdominal surgery. I mean, at least we can say women give birth to children, and that can mess up some situations there. But I'm still not condoning the surgery. But for a grown man, like, all you got to do is put in some work, change the way that you are eating, literally. You know, and people want to argue with me about genetics and things like that. Not everybody was born. Listen, I wasn't born fit. I'm still not in the best shape of my life. Just because somebody look fit doesn't necessarily mean anything. Hence all of these surgeries. You got people getting all of these surgeries and they looking a certain type of way. Oh, wow, their heart is trash because they're not putting in the proper work, because they got the surgery, they took the lazy route, or they're not changing the way that they eat. So we're going to have a bunch of people looking like they in shape, but they are in the worst shape of their lives. That's trash. What? And then are we thinking about the youth? Are we thinking about the kids? Are we thinking about the children? What are we promoting? What are we encouraging them to do? We're not encouraging them to eat healthy and put in some work. We are encouraging them, if you're not satisfied, go get a surgery. That is what we are encouraging them. What happened to love thyself? You know what I'm saying? What happened? What happened to loving the skin that you are in, embracing the skin that you are in? What happened to that, man? What happened to encouraging folks to put in some work, to stop being lazy, to go out and move? What happened to that? Jasmine, God, peace, what's happening? Craig, peace, what's the word? What happened to that, man? What has happened to that? It's a sick and sadistic world that we living in. It's ridiculous. And again, grown men getting their feelings when I talk about it. Like, what are y'all talking about? There's no point no point in time where another grown man should be getting mad at me for getting upset about dudes getting surgeries. It's ridiculous. Don't even make any sense, man. Like, it's no reason for that. There's no reason for you to be a man out here getting some abdominal surgery, trying to get a perfect six-pack. That's trash, man. That's garbage. Put in some work. Change the way that you eating. You know what I'm saying? Our life expectancy is shorter than the women's anyway. And getting the surgery is not increasing that lifespan. You know, changing the way that you eating, that's going to increase the lifespan. What are we really doing it for? What do you want those abs for? Who are you trying to impress out here, man? What are you doing? Like, what are you really doing out here, man? You know, when we start seeing these cases of these dudes out here dying, trying to get a six-pack, come on now. Come on. Craig, I'm telling you, it's definitely feminine. And dudes don't want to admit that. When you tell a dude that, they getting their feelings just like they claim that the women do. But it's definitely feminine. Out here getting some abdominal surgery. And like I said, for the most part, when you analyze the dudes that's probably out here getting it for the most part, they not even that big. Man, the picture I seen, the dude wasn't even that doggone big. Like, it wasn't even that bad of a situation. Dude could have just put in, I'm talking about, man, it could have been about 3 to 5 months worth of work, and he could have got that same result. Seriously. Oh, Jasmine, it's happening. Listen, dudes getting BBLs and dudes getting abdominals. It's happening. Dudes out here getting fake butts too. They out here getting all of that. This is happening. This is the world. We are literally living in this world. This is what's happening right now. Jazz, I'm telling you, Hoochie Daddy. When you look up the word Hoochie, listen. I'm going to need everybody to go to their phones right now and just type in Hoochie. Just type in Hoochie. The definition of Hoochie is a young woman. Listen, the definition of Hoochie, you know what I'm saying? A young woman. Listen, I'm gonna continue. I don't even need to explain the rest of the definition. I don't even need to continue that definition. I don't even need to finish it. The definition of Hoochie, a young woman. So why are you out here referring to yourself as a Hoochie Daddy? That don't even make, you can't be a Hoochie Daddy. You can't be a young woman daddy. That makes no sense. We don't know definitions of words, man. We don't know what we really out here doing. We think everything a joke, but man, the definition of a hoochie is literally a young woman. So what do you mean you a hoochie daddy? You cannot be a hoochie daddy as a grown man. You can't be a hoochie anything as a man. But again, if somebody think I'm lying, go look up the definition of hoochie. When you look up the definition of hoochie, it is going to literally tell you that is a young woman. But we hoochie daddies. We young women daddies. Like, that don't make sense, man. That don't make sense. That makes no sense. But again, somebody gonna get upset with me by calling them out, which this has happened. I call them out on this nonsense. You know, oh, you too serious. You too this, that, and the third. Nah, y'all don't understand what's happening subliminally, subconsciously, psychologically. That's what y'all not understanding. What you gonna explain to your young son, right? When he be like, hey, dad, what does hoochie mean? You know what I'm saying? You wearing hoochie daddy shorts and you joking about it. Then your young son comes up and he say, Dad, what does hoochie mean? And now you got to look up the word hoochie, you and your young 5-year-old son, and you got to explain to him that hoochie means a young woman who has many casual sexual partners or who dresses or behaves in a sexually provocative way. That's what you're going to have to read to your young son when he asks you, what does hoochie mean? Because he see that you got on hoochie daddy shorts. That's the definition that you got to read to him when he asks you what hoochie means. Because he going to do that because kids going to ask questions. Kids going to ask questions. So that's what we own out here. Andrew, you say who got the kind of money to spend on this? That's what I want to know. We complaining about gas prices. We complaining about the prices of food, but we got money to go get our abs done. Dudes got money to get butt surgeries, but we complaining about the prices of gas and food, things like that. Inflation. Oh, everything's expensive. We ain't getting paid enough. Obviously, we getting paid enough somewhere, man. Everybody out here getting surgery. So I think people out here lying. Everybody acting like they broke, but it seems like everybody can afford these surgeries. So this is an interesting time that we live in. Static for sure. Listen, surgery should only be for extreme measures. I'm talking about extreme, like emergency situations. That's it. Other than that, work. Put in the work. But nowadays, surgery is the first option. Surgery has been prioritized. It is not the last option. It is the very first option. I'm just gonna get surgery. Dudes don't like it's so sick in the world today. Like people, they don't even care. They like, man, I'm just gonna get surgery. Like they know it. Like they're not even making an effort to do anything these days. They just know in their mind, I'm gonna get my money up and I'm gonna just get surgery. That's the approach that I'm gonna take. I ain't worried about all this nonsense. I ain't worried about putting in some unnecessary work, killing myself in the gym and restricting what I eat, eliminating all the foods that I love. I ain't worried about that. I'm gonna just get surgery. That's what everybody is on. That's the mindset that a lot of people have. It's ridiculous. Antonio, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I tell people that all the time. When I develop my abs, I rarely do ab work. You don't need to be doing all that ab work to flatten your stomach. And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like I know plenty of dudes and women that have guts and they do all ab work. Literally, you gotta change the way that you eat. I'm trying to tell, like, I know this. Like, I'm in the field, I work in this field, so I know what it takes to get abs, and I know how possible it is for like 98% of the population. You know what I'm saying? And again, Andrew, yeah, working out is definitely cheaper. Definitely cheaper. And Craig, you say, that's why economically we are at the bottom for sure. And again, it listen, out of all we be getting this, listen, and for one, I've always talked about my sisters. No reason why we should be getting, listen, the way that we have been built and all the people aspiring to look like us, you know what I'm saying? And we just going out here messing up our bodies. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous the damage being done to our bodies via these surgeries. And again, when you look up the main causes of death of people in the United States, you will see medical errors being a major cause of death. Medical errors go right in alignment with surgery. So why would we continue to trust an industry where it's responsible for over 250,000 deaths a year? So you will, again, you go get the surgery, you end up with a blood clot, and now you're gone. How many times has that happened? That has happened a lot. So why would I go risk that for what? It's not that serious, man. It is not that serious. If it's a potential where I can lose my life, I'm gonna go ahead and opt for the healthier route. The healthier route is actually going to extend my life. You know, there's no possible way I'm going to sit out here and die if I change the way that I eat for the better and then work out. That is extending my life. But me getting this surgery, that could possibly end it. It's a possibility. It's happening out here. And all for what? Come on, man. CJ, peace, what's happening? Intelligent Mind Smith, peace, what's the word? CJ, exactly. And like I said, people be dudes coming at me, making it seem like I've been born this way in this genetics. Like, come on, man. Listen, I don't want to talk bad about people in my family, but I don't have all fit people in my family. So miss me with genetics, man. Miss me with that genetic garbage. Like, not everybody in my family looks fit. Not everybody in my family looks like me. You just have people such as myself that I never got off my square. I never stopped. I always remain committed to exercising, to focusing on my body. You know, so I'm not gonna let anybody down talk and downplay the work that I've put in mentally and physically in regards to my health, making it seem like I was just born into this. No, emphatically no. It's ridiculous. Don't do that. Just because I ain't never been overweight or obese means absolutely nothing. You know how hard it is to maintain a body? You know how hard it is to maintain a body and not let it get, you know what I'm saying? Not let it get too crazy. Y'all know how hard that is? It's very hard. Hence why you see a lot of people ending up overweight and obese. Because it's hard to maintain it. It's hard to maintain your physique. It's hard to stay in shape, man. Maintenance is harder than actually get to the goal. Once you get to the goal, it's hard to maintain. Anybody that's been there, they know that. Anybody that's been there, they know that. Maintenance is hard. It's hard because I got to go a million times harder than the average person. I got to go a million times harder. You know what I'm saying? In order to maintain my level of fitness. And that is hard, man. People have worked out with me. People have seen how hard I have to go. And I be going hard and I still don't feel nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I got to go hard. I got to go harder than most people. Man, you can go do, if you ain't worked out in a minute, man, you can go do a couple jumping jacks and you're going to feel the effects of that. That's better than nothing. But when you got somebody such as myself, man, I can't do 100, 200 jumping jacks. That ain't nothing to me. I got to do 500. I got to do 1,000. Then I got to go lift some heavy weight that I don't want to lift. So the maintenance part is hard. So nobody is about to downplay the work that's being put in from people such as myself, making it seem like we born this way and like we ain't got to put in no work to have the physiques that we want. No, I just never fell off. You know, that's the difference. I never fell off. I got plenty of people within my family that fell off, and then look at that. So that could have been my future. If I would have been listening to these idiots talking about this genetics and you don't have to do nothing because you was born this way. Idiot. Like, I got people in my family that they stopped working out, they stopped caring about their bodies, and it looks like that. And we all got that in our family. You ain't gonna find me one family on the planet Earth that everybody just looks fit and ain't did nothing. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. Dudes just out here lazy, and that's point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say sometimes I can start to understand why some of these women be like, "Hey, these dudes weak, because this is just lazy, man." No way you should want to be with a grown man that's afraid to change the way he eating and put in X amount of work to get the body that he wants. Like, nah, man, come on. That says a lot about a man. Intelligent Mind Smith for sure. They get money and don't know how to act. Start paying for things that they don't even need to be paying for. You know what I'm saying? Instead of buying the right foods, we're going to pay for it, sir. We're going to buy the right body. Come on, man. You going against nature when you do this, man. That's what y'all not understanding. When you study the universe, what happens when these folks start tampering with nature, man? What happens to the universe? We start getting natural disasters more rapidly because they tampering with nature, man. They trying to manipulate and control nature instead of just letting nature be, instead of just letting everything unfold according to the true nature of life, the universal laws. They start tampering with it. When you tamper with it, you get destruction. That's what happens with your body. When you tamper with your body, when you tamper with the true nature of your body, you get destruction. That is what a lot of these surgeries are doing. Listen, it may not be designed for you to look a certain type of way, but you're going to force it. That's not good. That is not good. If it's not designed for you to look a certain type of way, you might not want to try to force it. That may not end well for you. Everybody walking around looking the same. Everybody out here walking around want to look exactly the same. Come on, man. We got to chill, man. You know what I'm saying? On the women's side of things, you got all these women getting that same exact surgery, BBL, and they look exactly alike. So now you finna have dudes walking around getting abdominal surgery, the same surgery, going to the same doctors looking exactly the same. Looking exactly the same. Come on, man. Come on, man. We have got to stop, man. We have got to stop this nonsense, man. Chris, in due time. It'll get there, my brother, in due time, for sure. Due time. Just stay committed to it, and in due time, boom, it'll be there. Due time. Consistency, man. Just commit to that grind, man. Commit to it, and you will get it. You know, trials and tribulations, man. It's gonna take. It takes time. Trial and error, all of that takes time. Cribbing 2 times for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, when people hit me with the genetics nonsense, I'm like, dude, I'm still not satisfied with my physique. I'm still not in the best shape that I know I can be. You know, so stop playing with me. Again, things ain't always what they appear to be. So you look at somebody and like, oh man, you just was born that way, you look like you. That don't necessarily mean the person is in shape. Again, man, the heart is a muscle. If you're not doing certain things to work out that heart, man, you're not in shape, man. If you can't run around a track a few times without feeling like you're gonna die, you ain't in shape. And I know plenty of people that look like they in shape that can't do that. So y'all gotta stop playing, man. Kevin, that's big different. I ain't even talking about the teeth. That's big different. You know, that might be one of those emergency cases. But again, most of it, now that type of stuff, again, it just stems from us not properly taking care of ourselves, you know. But in that situation, that's an extreme case that I'm talking about. But and even then, you have got to watch that. I got a few books around me that talk about the dangers of root canals and things like that. I wish I could find those books, but I got like a few books that talk about that. So you gotta really watch that too. Now I'm telling you, you listen. We sacrificing a lot when we get any type of surgery, you know, and they don't, and a lot of times they don't disclose all of the risk with us, you know. So even with root canals and doing that dental work, man, you got to be mindful, man. You got to be mindful. You got to be mindful. But I got a few books around here, man, that talks about the dangers of getting that dental work done, and it's a lot of things that they don't tell us in regards to that industry. So they quick to push us to get a tooth pulled and all this type of stuff, man. But it's like the way they go about it, we got to know what's going on, you know. So we got to know what's going on in order to know the type of risk that we take. A lot of times we don't know that. We just know, all right, I'm going to get this procedure done. But do you really know the risk? You know, that's the question you got to ask yourself. Sportman, peace, appreciate that donation for sure. Cito, peace, appreciate that for sure. Chris, my brother, peace. Let's get it, man. That's the type of stuff. This is the type of stuff that I like seeing, man. That's the type of stuff that I like hearing about. That's work. That's work that's been put in. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's that commitment. That's that discipline. It gets no better than that. Can't nobody take that away from you. But somebody can take that surgery away from you because you didn't do anything to get it. But can't nobody take that hard work from you. Again, we gotta stop. We caught up in this illusion of perfection. We want our bodies to look perfect, whatever that means. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever that means. We want our body to look perfect. Dude, no. Like, listen, when you put in your work and you stay committed to the grind, however your body develops from that, that's perfection. That's perfection. You change the way that you eat. I'm talking about you eating clean and you following a very good workout regimen. Over years, your body gonna develop to a certain point. That's perfection. That's perfection. But now they got us all striving for a certain look. They got us striving for a certain look, and we feel like if we don't look like that, oh, we got to break some bread and we got to get some surgery. We got to get some surgery done. No, not at all. Just look at my, like, I'm big into lifting heavy, things like that. Normally, when you see somebody that's lifting heavy, a power lifter, all of that, the people in my realm, they was caught up in mass. Everybody wanted to be big. All the brothers wanted to be big. All the brothers wanted to have swole arms. Everybody just wanted to look big. I took the opposite approach. I took the Bruce Lee approach. I leaned out. I was big back when I played college ball. Man, my arms I was on swole. Like, I was swole. And I said, you know what? I didn't feel comfortable at that. I didn't like that look. Everybody else liked it. They was like, man, dude, swole, you muscular. I leaned out. I cut up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at the way that I currently look. And I'm still as strong as I've ever been. Matter of fact, I'm stronger. You know what I'm saying? So it's deceptive. A lot of dudes look at me and be like, "Dag, man, how you lifting all of this weight?" You know? So again, when everybody was striving to be all bulky, I was like, nah, I'm gonna remain lean and I'm gonna keep my strength. I don't want to look like everybody else. I don't want to look extra muscular. Look at all these bodybuilders that's out here dying. For one, a lot of them juiced up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them on steroids. And it's happening on the women's end and the men's end. A lot of these bodybuilders, a lot of these cats ended up dying. So it's like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna remain lean and I'm gonna keep my strength. And that's exactly what I do. And I post my videos to show and prove that. So people see me at a small frame lifting weight that 300, 400-pound dudes can't lift. So I'm doing that for a reason. On a good day, I'm a $150, you know, and you see me squatting 400 pounds. Like that's what I'm on. That's what I'm trying to show you. Man, you ain't gotta be extra muscular to be strong. Like you could be a $150. You know what I'm saying? You could be a $150 and squat 400, deadlift 450. You know what I'm saying? Like you would be a $150 bench press 300 pounds. Matter of fact, you stronger. You know what I'm saying? When you a $150 bench pressing the 300 pounds, and then you got somebody that's 300 pounds bench pressing 300 pounds, the one that's a $150 doing it is stronger. Because I'm lifting double my body weight. The 300 pounder just lifting his body weight. Kwame, peace, what's happening? Ronnie, peace, what's happening? Deep Locket, peace, what's the word? Intelligent mind. Oh yeah, we definitely don't have a shortage of clowns, dummies, idiots, whatever we want to call them. Lazy folk, ignorant folk, negative folks. We ain't got no shortage of that. Yeah, we ain't got no shortage of that. We ain't got no shortage of that. They got that. That's a thriving population. And again, every time you say something to that population, you get in their feelings. I don't care anything about it. I don't care anything about it. Like I said, the moment I talked about dudes getting certain, and again, I was talking about BBLs. I was talking about BBLs and dudes got in their feelings. There's no way. Now listen, let alone the abdominal surgery. That's one thing. But there's no reason for a dude to be for a grown man to be getting a BBL unless you are gay. Like seriously, unless you are gay, there's no reason for a heterosexual male to be getting a fat transfer. There's no reason for that. Like there's zero reason for that. It might be I'm gonna listen to somebody with the abdominal surgery, but I'm not listening to any grown man that's a heterosexual talking about I'm getting a BBL, a fat transfer. I ain't listening to that. There's no reason for that. There is no justifying that surgery at all for a grown man that claims to be heterosexual. There's nobody on this thread can give me any legitimate reason for a heterosexual male to be getting a BBL, fat transfer. No reason. You can't give me a reason. There is no legitimate reason for it. No legitimate reason at all. There's no reason. And there's no reason. Like there's no legitimate reason. The only men that should be getting BBLs, and they really shouldn't even be getting it either, is the gay community. That's it. You know what I'm saying? If you are a heterosexual male and I hear you getting a BBL, I guess it's safe to assume at that point that you didn't cross over to that community. Oh, Shane, peace, what's happening? It would be safe to assume that. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be safe to assume. So now, brothers, we was dealing with a situation where when you was entertaining women, you had to figure out if they bought their bodies or not. Well, the women facing that same problem. Women got to question if a dude beard is real, if his locks is real, if his abs are real. So now it's across the board now. So women got to question the dudes just like the dudes got to question the women. Don't nobody know what's real and what's fake out here. Like you looking at somebody like that, did you get that body like by working out or did you pay for that? And that's on both ends. Oh, Kevin, for sure, because you lighter on your feet. Ronnie, exact. Being big means absolute. Man, I used to follow dudes, bodybuilders, that took that to their grave, literally died because they were just trying to be so big. Like, dude, no. Like I said, I bulked up. I got big in relation to my size, like my height, I should say. And it looked cool. I looked like that guy, but like it did not necessarily feel the greatest. Devin, peace, what's happening? Deep for sure. And I'm gonna tell y'all a jewel too. I was talking to one of my clients, man, and one of my clients broke down something to me to just show you how lazy the world is. One of my clients talked about they went to this college campus track that we tend to go in the St. Louis area, the area that we tend to go to. I used to go to this track all the time when I was preparing for college ball. Popular college campus track. You know, so when you want to go walk, run, whatever, you go to this track. Well, one of my clients was like, he went there the other day, right? And there was a football practice going on. Pop Warner, Little League football practice going on. And it was a beautiful day. I think this is when I was in Mississippi recently. It was a beautiful day outside, like 75 degrees. So you got the little homies out here practicing football. So as parents, what do you think the parents should have been doing? It's a beautiful day. Your kids out here practicing football. It's a track right here. Let me just get out and walk. Man, he said most of the parents were sitting in the car while the kids was out there practicing on this beautiful day. This is how lazy the population is. This is how lazy your kids out here practicing on a beautiful day, 75, 80 degrees. The sun is out. And instead of y'all just getting out, walking around the track while they practicing for the hour 30, 2 hours that you finna sit out here, you sitting outside looking at your phone. Man, you could get outside, walk, and look at your phone. But they opted for, we gonna sit in this vehicle and we just gonna look at our phone. And these same people will complain about being unhealthy. These same people will complain about being out of shape, being obese, being overweight. But yet when they son is having football practice, they sitting in the car instead of getting out walking. Man, that is like the extreme level of laziness. That is, I'm like, man, they didn't get out the car. Man, they could have got out the car and just watched and got some vitamin D or something. They sat in the car. Dude was like most of the parents were just sitting in the car while practice was going on. I said, wow, it needs to be the same people complaining, saying they don't have enough time to work out. Well, that hour 30, 2 hours that your son is at practice, that could be an hour 30 of you walking and getting some sun. Nah, you sitting in your car though. I said, man, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. Like, when dude told me that, I was like, that's crazy, but it's believable. Like, I can see that because I've seen that type of activity before, you know. But when he brought it back to my attention, I'm like, man, that's crazy. Little homies out here practicing and the parents sitting in the car on a beautiful day. It ain't raining nothing. 75, 80 degrees, sun is out. We gonna sit in the car and look at our phones. Come on, man. Come on. Like, this is the type of laziness that I'm talking about. This is how I know that a lot of people are just lazy. You know what I'm saying? This is how I know people don't want to put in work. This is how I know people are lazy, because I see this on a consistent basis. I see that type of activity on a consistent basis, man. That's laziness. That's pure laziness. You have no excuse. Your kids out here practicing, get out the car and walk. Get out the car and walk. If you was at a club, you would be in this club lit, dancing, drunk. You would be doing that. But you can't get out the car when your kids practicing to go walk. But you can shake your behind at the club though. Come on, man. It's ridiculous, man. You can go shake your behind at the club, get sloppy drunk, get pissy drunk, but when your kids out here practicing, you can't get out the car and go circle the track. Go walk 4 laps, 5 laps, 6 laps, something. 1 lap. Give me 1 lap or something. You can't do that. Come on, man. Oh, Shane, let's get it. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. You made it happen. You made the sacrifice. And now it's paying off. Because that's what happens when you make proper sacrifices. They pay off. That's how it goes. Oh, Devin, for sure. Yeah, don't let the fast food, don't let them forget to put bacon on your burger. You about to go light the fast food joint on fire. Whole while you're not even supposed to have bacon, so they doing you a favor. You know what I'm saying? But they forget to put the bacon on your burger. Now you ready to kill everybody that's in there. You go right to social media. You putting everybody on blast because they forgot to put bacon on your burger, and you're not supposed to be eating bacon in the first place. You know what I'm saying? We ready to do that. We ready to do that, man. We ready to go hard. Man, they ain't put no bacon on my burger. What's wrong with them? Diamond Peach Queen, what's happening? They ain't put bacon on my burger. What's wrong with them? I'm finna go back up there. I'm finna cause some havoc. Ooh, you don't need the bacon anyway. Take the best part, man. They ain't put that bacon on the burger. You don't need the bacon anyway. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? You getting amped just to go get the bacon, and that contributes to a heart attack for you. So calm all that down, man. You didn't need that bacon no way. You didn't need anything in that fast food restaurant anyway. You know what I'm saying? So whatever they forgot, they doing you a favor. Because you ain't supposed to be there anyway. That's contributing to the decline of your health. But yeah, you want to go hard for that though. You want to go hard for that, but you can't get out the car when your son's practicing, go walk around the track. Can't do that. Lazy society that we live in, man. I'm sick of it. Sick of it. All I hear people making excuses. All I hear people crying, complaining, and then we spending money improperly. And again, once again, crying and complaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, when I worked at the bank, I saw it. When y'all can look this up on Google and see how much money the black community reels in collectively. We make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? We one of the more healthier, not healthier, but wealthiest populations. As far, not even wealthy, but we generate one of the largest incomes as a people. We just spend the money incorrectly. Black people, we gonna make some money. We just don't spend it properly. So that's why we don't have a ton of wealth collectively, because we do not spend the money correctly. We do not invest the money correctly. We make the money, we just don't spend it correctly. We just gonna go get these surgeries instead of buying healthy foods, instead of paying for this person, instead of supporting another black brother that's training. We gonna go support the medical institution, the medical establishment. That's what we gonna do. Terenzo, peace, what's happening? That's how we gonna live. We gonna take this money, we gonna give it to the medical institute. We gonna give it to them. We gonna go get this. We gonna pay for this surgery. We gonna buy these designer clothes. We gonna go support the fast food industry. We ain't gonna go support this brother. We ain't gonna go support this sister. We not gonna go do that. We not. They got some holistic. You know what I'm saying? They got some holistic herbs. We ain't buying that. Let me go to this doctor. Let me go get this Advil. Let me go get this Tylenol. Like that's what we gonna go do. We gonna go get that Advil. We gonna get that Tylenol. Oh, they talking about Dr. Savy. I ain't buying none of that. I ain't buying no sea moss from this brother, this sister. I ain't doing that. Let me go get this Advil. Let me go get this. I ain't buying no elderberry from this brother or this sister. Let me go get this Advil. Let me go get this Tylenol. That's what we do. Like that's what we on. The doctor said, I ain't finna go buy these juices. I ain't finna go to her and buy a juice. Let me go buy this Sprite, this 7-Up, this Mountain Dew, this Coca-Cola, this Pepsi. Let me go buy that. Let me go buy this Hawaiian Punch. I ain't finna go buy no juice from them. Or let me go to one of these mainstream smoothie chains where they oversaturate the smoothie with a bunch of sugar. I ain't finna go support this local person that's they actually making it right and exact. I'm gonna go support these mainstream chains that's oversaturating my smoothie with a bunch of sugar. That's what I'm gonna go do. That's what I'm gonna do. Like I ain't finna go support this sister. I ain't finna go support this brother. They talking this health talk. They got what type of herbs? They got this elderberry inside. I ain't supporting that. They got some elderberry syrup that they made on their own. Why would I go buy that when I can go get this Tylenol and this Advil? Come on. Diamond for sure. You know what I'm saying? If you expect that from somebody, then you got to be a living example of what you expect. And it ain't even, listen, it's deeper than wanting fit and sexy women and men. Hell, you want your kids to be fit and healthy. So if you want your kids to be fit and healthy, then what are you doing? If you want the younger generation to be fit and healthy and you not fit and healthy, then they not gonna be fit and healthy. You know what I'm saying? So if you want your kids to be fit and healthy, which I assume that you all do, you not want unhealthy kids, I would assume. You know what I'm saying? So what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I would assume that we all want healthy and fit children. So again, are we leading by example there? To Renzo, exactly. Prodigal son, peace. What's happening? Kevin, yes. The cosmetic surgery, that's gonna be the new norm, man. That again, that's the way of the world. Surgeries, that's gonna be the new norm. People gonna be looking at you like you ain't got no surgery. Like you, wow, that's crazy. You ain't got not one surgery. How interesting. Like you, it's gonna be a taboo. You gonna be one of the ones that ain't got no surgery. They're gonna be like, Dad, that's crazy. You mean to tell me you ain't got not 1 ounce of surgery? Wow, can't believe somebody like you exists. That's where the world is headed. That's where the world is currently headed. Like they gonna be like, wow, can't believe you ain't got no surgery, you ain't got no work done. Wow, how dare you? The audacity for you to walk around here building everything naturally. That's the way the world is gonna be. Ain't nobody gonna even believe it. And that's the word. And that's how I know it's real, because people listen. My hair, prime example. Every other person gonna ask me, man, is that your real hair? Because dudes out here getting extensions to the point where like the women like, yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Every other dude I run into, they got some like lock extensions, so I gotta make sure your hair is that length for real, and this your real hair. Like it's gonna be that's how it's gonna be. Mugs see you out here fit, they gonna be like, those your real abs? You know what I'm saying? Like those your real muscles? Like, is this real? That's what people gonna ask you. Brandon, yes, ab surgery. Seen it, crazy. It's happening. It's a real thing out here. Like it's legitimately happening. Grown men out here getting that type of surgery. Notice, I ain't say grown men out here putting in work. You know what I'm saying? They not doing that. Grown men are out here getting the surgery. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put in the work, man. We have got to literally put in the work. Diamond for sure, 100%. 100%, man. We gotta quit playing, man. Like I said, we gotta lead. What they say, be the change that you want to see. You know what I'm saying? We not just talking about it. Like I said, people listen. People see, if you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, you see the work that's being put in. Kevin, man, them surgeries mess up a lot. You know what I'm saying? Even a weight loss surgery, like it messes up your ability to like absorb vitamin B12. That's stuff that they don't be telling these folks. So people quick to go get weight loss surgery, and now you can't properly absorb vitamin B12. So you might be consuming a lot of vitamin B12 sources or whatever the case may be, or supplements, but your body not absorbing it because that weight loss surgery messed up the intrinsic factor. You know what I'm saying? And that gives you the ability to properly absorb vitamin B12. So now you got the weight loss surgery, and now you can't properly absorb vitamin B12. Now you got neurological issues, and you don't even know where it's coming from because no doctor explained to you, hey, you get this weight loss surgery, like you might not be able to properly absorb vitamin B12, and that could lead to some neurological damage and issues. They not disclosing these facts with people, man. They not doing it. These surgeries can mess up a lot because, like I said, for the most part, you're going against nature. You going against nature. You can even see it with some of the women. Some of the women are not even designed to like carry some of the weight that they like in the places where they are having a fat transfer. So like it's messing them up. It's messing them up. Literally, you could tell by the way some of them are walking. Like it's unhealthy. It looks bad. You know what I'm saying? Like if your body not designed to like be looking a certain type of way, don't try to force it. Don't try to force it. And that's what's happening. We trying to force our bodies to look a certain type of way, man. That is dangerous. You live in a dangerous life when you do that, man. You live in a dangerous life. Man, I want my body like this. I don't care by any means necessary. I'm gonna make my body look a certain type of way. All right. Prime example, steroids. You know what I'm saying? Dudes take steroids, try to look way more muscular than their body is able to handle. Now you die of heart attack. You die in your sleep. You faint. This is why a lot of brothers are dying. You taking steroids now. You done got too big. Your body ain't designed to carry all that muscle. Sooner or later, your heart gonna give out. It's gonna fail you. Like that's what's gonna happen. Like if your body not designed to be looking a certain type of way, your body is going to fail you. Your heart is going to give out. It is not designed to be looking a certain type of way. It's not designed to be carrying all this muscle, just like it's not designed to be carrying all of that fat. Eventually, that affects the heart. So dudes walking around trying to look overly muscular, taking these steroids, trying to look a certain type of way, that is killing you, literally. Literally. You know, so that's why I'm satisfied. You know, I can add on, look, 5 more pounds of muscle or something, be good. For the most part, let me build up this strength. You know what I'm saying? Let me build up this strength. That's what I'm focusing on. Let me be strong. Let me be strong. Chris, you say what's your take on HGH, the human growth hormone? I don't fool with supplementing any of that. You know what I'm saying? When you go through a rigorous strength training regimen, like you gonna naturally have high levels of that. Like naturally, like when you like heavy lifting, you know what I'm saying? When you lifting properly, when you following the right workout regimen and just getting your calories in, you gonna be good in that regards. Prodigal son for sure. You know what I'm saying? I already know. And like I said, I got to the point where I look like that. You know what I'm saying? I look like that. I built myself up to that point. Like I said, I was too big for like my height. I had built myself up to that point. Like it looked cool, but it did not feel cool. So I was like, nah, I need to feel better than this. I need to feel a little lighter than this. This ain't right. Like this ain't right. Like my body not designed to carry this amount of weight. I'm like, and I felt it. You know, and I listened to my body. I was like, oh nah. We ain't breathing properly. Kale for sure, you know, for sure. Brandon, real in the field. It's really real. It's really real out here, man. It's really real. Oh shit, I'm telling you. Weight loss supplements, man, just everything. Weight loss supplements, surgery, man, they making a lot of money. They making a lot of money off of people by just selling what they call fish, like snake oil pills and things like that. Man, they making a lot of money. You know, we didn't went from like, you know, the religions got you with the holy water, boom. But now like these supplements, all of these supplements and things like that, weight loss pill, all that they selling to folks, that's the equivalent to that. You know what I'm saying? They promising you a miracle, and nothing is gonna happen. It might actually be detrimental to you when you take it. You know, but they making money off of it though. If I wanted to make some money, I just come up, create me like a capsule, and be like, yeah, you take this for 30 days, you're gonna lose weight. Man, everybody will buy it. Everybody will buy it. Quick fix. Oh, okay. All I just gotta do is take this capsule. And then people don't understand, like the fine print in some of these supplements be telling you the truth. But don't nobody read the fine print. You know what I'm saying? So the fine print will be like, make sure you take this with a man, what did it say? Make sure you taking these supplements with a balanced nutrition, something like that. It'll tell you that. It'll literally tell you that in the fine print. You know what I'm saying? It'll literally tell you that. I don't know if this joint, like some of these little gummies that I got for like the elderberries, I don't know if they said, but a lot of those other nonsense supplements that people be buying, man, like they literally tell you that. Like they literally tell you. So like, yeah, I don't think these said, because these are relatively like safe and cool. Yeah, so these are cool, but man, I can go find, like, I don't take any of those type of medications, but those medications back in the day, I remember I would see that. Which again is called a supplement for a reason. It's not supposed to be taking the place of anything. Dean, peace, what's happening? Cribbing 2 times. Don't get me started on protein shakes. You know what I'm saying? Because I was on protein shakes heavy back in college and realized, I'm like, man, I don't even need these. Got off of those instantly. Definitely didn't take steroids, although I was accused of taking steroids. Because like I said, my size, relative to my strength. People was like, this little dude cannot be lifting more weight than me. Can't be. So a lot of people was accusing me of being on steroids back in the day. And every time you see me, like my veins popping out. So that's how I was. So I got accused of being on steroids a lot. And a lot of people jokingly did it. You know what I'm saying? But it was like it was some truth in their jokes because they couldn't believe that I'm 5'6", $150, and I'm lifting what they lifting. And they 6'2", 240. They like, that don't make sense. You know? Kevin, them protein shakes can end up messing up your kidneys big time. Like they can end up tearing up your kidneys, man. Lead to kidney stones and things like that. Then it can even lead to diabetes in a sense of, for the most part, man, if you eating enough, which most people do, you know, you getting your proper amount of protein. So the protein shakes can end up leading to an excessive amount of protein. And that's when you start getting the kidney stones. That's when you become more susceptible to diabetes and things like that, you know? And it can affect your bone health, you know, lead to things like osteoporosis, again, because it can essentially lead to excess protein. Like, man, they got a muscle milk out here. I think it's muscle milk. They got a protein drink out here, man, that's promising you 40 grams of protein. God damn, if you drink 2 of those a day, you got 80 grams. That's way more than enough. And we ain't even included any of the food that you have eaten. So if you drink 2 of those shakes a day and you got 80 grams of protein, and then you done ate 2 or 3 meals, man, you well over like 120, 140 grams of protein. Man, your body gonna be crying. Man, you do not want to be drinking something that's promising you 40 grams of protein. That's dangerous. On top of your regular regimen of food? Oh no. Come on, man. Born eternal Lord of Law. Peace, God. What's happening? Chris, yeah, with the holy water. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was in Mississippi and saw an infomercial or whatever about that again. I'm like, man, they still out here with the holy water, man. I ain't even think like they still out here, man. It was like some holy water that promised you money. Like, it was crazy, man. The churches out here capitalizing on the people. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Some holy water that it was just crazy, man. I ain't got time for that. That's just crazy. That's a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? A whole nother stream. Shout out Antonio, peace, what's happening? Oh yeah, for sure. When I got a little more massive, man, my breathing was affected instantly. See though, you say, what's your thoughts on eating healthy on a budget, like rice, beans, oatmeal, for sure. Man, that's how our peoples, you know what I'm saying? If you had, that's it. Peter Popoff. That was exactly it. I didn't know that was a thing. I went to Mississippi and there it was, Peter Popoff holy water. I was like, wow, they really out here still? Crazy. Crazy. But yeah, see though, man, that's how a lot of our people ate back in the day. Like, my people talk about it all the time. We got to understand something. Back in the day, being able to consume meat was considered a luxury. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people weren't able to afford meat. So a lot of our elders, a lot of our grandparents and parents, like, they was actually eating semi plant-based and semi healthy because they couldn't afford meat. So they was eating a lot of rice and beans. They was eating like red beans and things like that, potatoes. They was eating vegetables, like stuff like that, eating fruit right off of the tree, and they was active. You know, they talk about it all the time. Man, we weren't able to afford meat, so we didn't eat it that often. We may have eaten it on the weekends or something like that. And a lot of people wonder why your grandparents living to their 80 or 90. Dude, that's part of it. Like, they was always outside. They wouldn't eat meat every day because meat was considered a luxury. You know what I'm saying? So again, I feel like that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't eat that way anymore, because it reminds them of poverty. You know, they didn't trick us. Like, if you eating rice and beans and things like that, that's a struggle meal. No, that is contributing to your health. That is contributing to your health. They done told us that being able to consume meat every day is a sign of wealth. Like, nah, that's a sign of bad health because you should not be eating that every day. But yeah, see though, man, eating healthy, especially when you incorporate fasting into the mix. Fasting is free. It costs nothing to not eat. You know what I'm saying? So eating healthy, like properly doing this thing correctly, like, it is not expensive. Like, again, it costs absolutely nothing to say I'm not eating today. Dean, it tears up your liver, your kidneys, and your bones. Oh yeah, prodigal son. I never forget my high school football coach instantly killed us taking creatine. Somebody brought up creatine to him, and dude was like, "Nope." So I never took it. I was only on the only protein shake I've taken two. I was on muscle milk heavy back in the day in college. And the only thing that was saving me at the time, I was extra active. You know what I'm saying? And then I did, if y'all know Mike Rashid, he had a plant-based powder. I used that for a minute. Kevin, you gotta do some thorough knowledge. Now, I would say this: if you are going to do the protein shake, definitely make sure you active. Only take the protein shakes when you are working out, like on days where you actually work out. You know what I'm saying? Like literally. That should be the only time you drink anything that's protein shake related, and you make sure you extra active, because the more active you are, the more protein you're gonna actually need. So that's the only time where I'm like, all right, man, possibly. And I would definitely recommend a plant-based source of protein powder. You know, but again, I wouldn't even like for real. I recommend everything else before I recommend the powder, man. That should be your last option, because if you getting your calories in, you getting the right amount of protein. So if you eating enough, you gonna be good in the protein department. See though, I stopped using it. It ain't even no knock on Mike Rashid and that brand. I just stopped using it because I felt like I didn't even need it. I just felt like man, I'm spending this money. Hey, it's expensive. You know what I'm saying? Buying that stuff is expensive. You know, and I had started making my own. I was using bananas, hemp seeds, and it was this PB powder. You know, so it's less fat than actual peanut butter. And I was like, man, I was making my own little concoction, which is the safest route. And I was ending up at like 30 grams of protein just off of making my own joint. So I was like, dude, might as well take this route. You know, Taylor, peace, what's happening? Oh yeah, definitely, man. Making your own smoothie. Never go to the store and buy the smoothie. Never go to these mainstream smoothie joints and be like, I'm buying a smoothie. Man, you might as well go buy a soda. I know a lot of people. They drinking these store bought smoothies and like, man, my weight, I ain't losing no weight. Man, because look at the added sugar on the back of that. You know what I'm saying? You went in the store, you thought you bought the green machine and you think you doing something. Look on the back. Look on the back. Like just look on the back. Like, oh, I got the green machine, I got the green berry blast. You look on the back and it is killing you. You know what I'm saying? It is killing you. You know what I'm saying? The added sugar is crazy. It is crazy. You know, like when I used to work at Target, like I'm like, man, don't buy none of these. I don't buy any of this junk in here, man. Again, you might as well go eat some candy. You might as well go eat some Starburst and Skittles. Like that's how oversaturated those fruit drinks are, and those green machines are. Like, dude, you might as well go eat some Starburst and Skittles. CJ raw, just that's exactly what it is. Sugary dessert. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it is. Kevin, you say you a slim guy with fast metabolism. Would it be wise for me to do lightweight, more reps, or the other way around? Really, I'm gonna give you a jewel on that. Like, really, any approach could essentially work. It depends on what your goal is. Like, you trying to add a little bit more muscle. Like, any approach really could work. It just revolves around what you eat. But for the most part, for that type of build, I would recommend like a moderate amount of reps, like from like 6 to like 12 or something like that. Definitely wouldn't really do the higher reps, because you essentially want to lift heavy weights, man. So you always want to lift heavy, eat clean. That's the motto. That's the motto that you want to follow. Lift heavy, eat clean. So like 6 to 12, really, to me, like 6 to 8 is really like the sweet spot for me when I'm adding that muscle and things like that, like from 6 to 8 reps and 4 sets. You know, that's the perfect rep range for me. Like some people can see those type of results from like 10 to 12 reps. So that's why I be like 6 to 12. But you don't necessarily need to go crazy on the reps with some lightweight. I'm going to always encourage you to lift heavy. Always. Unless you trying to lift, like unless you intentionally working on muscle endurance. Like if you literally want to work on your muscle endurance, then high reps and lighter weight would be cool. Like if that's actually what you want to focus on. Like, oh, I wanna work on my muscle endurance, then that would make sense. That's when I would condone that type of activity and those type of reps. Hey, just hold on. We got what Taylor be she be streaming out here. I gotta tap in, man. We gotta tap in. I support everybody that be creating content that be in the stream. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta tap in. Yeah, prodigal son for sure. There's only a few fruits and veggies and whatnot that are actually beneficial to cook. Mushrooms and tomatoes are 2 of them. Activate more of the enzymes when those 2 joints are cooked. Other than that, man, it's a few other ones, but other than that, for the most part, you benefiting from eating them raw. Tonio, yeah, for sure. And the sugar, and it's the artificial sugar. You know what I'm saying? The natural sugar from the fruits and whatnot, we cool. We need that for fuel. You know what I'm saying? It's the artificial sugar, the refined carbs. You know, that's the stuff that we stay away from. The complex carbs are cool, right and exact. We good. Yeah, Dean, for sure. And man, like I said, I dropped the jewel one time. I don't know if people caught it, and a lot of people may know it. But like even when you see high fructose corn syrup, for the most part, you know that that's trash. But a lot of people don't even know it's a lot. It's mercury in the high fructose corn syrup. So when you see that joint, that's mercury, and we know how damaging mercury is. Like we know how dangerous mercury is. So not only are you seeing the high fructose corn syrup, and you like that's sugar, but it's like, man, that's mercury too. So it be other stuff in some of these artificial sugars that's not sugar. You know what I'm saying? That we got to worry about. They got the toxic metals in a lot of these joints. So they put other stuff in this stuff, man. So we gotta be mindful of that. Again, you consuming a high fructose corn syrup and you consuming that mercury. And we know how dangerous that mercury is. We know what that mercury is doing to the brain, doing to the mind. It is causing, once again, some neurological damage there. So again, when you see something that got, oh, this is high fructose corn syrup in this, and you eating it, you consuming some mercury. So you just looking at it and you just thinking sugar. Nah, think toxic metals as well. For real. Like that stuff that they not disclosing to us, man. Oh, Kevin, yeah, so for sure. Yeah, I definitely recommend like 6 to 12 reps, man. So once you get to a weight where it's like, all right, I'm able to do this 12 times, 4 sets, then boom, increase the weight and go down to 6, and then work your way back up to doing that weight 12 times, 4 sets. Follow that type of cycle. Yeah, Antonio, for sure. You know, yeah, Shante, at 6 to 8, that's my sweet spot. Yeah, see, though, that's what I'm talking about. All the neurological issues like that is tearing up your mind. You know, you know what I'm saying. You angry for no reason, like it's because it's mercury. You know what I'm saying. You got attitudes and whatnot because of that mercury. You know, we'll blame any and everything before we blame things that we like, the stuff that we eat. You know what I'm saying. We'll blame the position of the moon. We'll blame the position of the stars. We'll blame our zodiac sign before we sit here and say, "Oh, I'm eating the wrong foods." And that's contributing to this attitude. That's contributing to these unstable emotions. Kevin, don't drink any of those energy drinks. I don't care what the energy drink is. I slipped up one time and I knew what I was doing was trash, but I was in college, man. I messed around and I was on my way home. I went to college in Iowa, 4.5 hours from the crib. I messed around. I used to take some sacrifices back in the day. I'm talking about driving on the road, no sleep. So I messed around and I dozed off. And I hit like one of them construction cones, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hit one of them joints. So I was like, boom, let me pull over and let me get myself together. So I messed around and got one of them monsters, bro. I'm telling you, I drunk that and it felt like my heart was about to beat out my chest instantly. Man, I felt like I was gonna die that day. Like that was crazy. But no, don't drink any energy drink ever. When it comes to energy, all you need are fruits. That's it. That is why nature designed fruits to give us energy. You do not need any ounce of an energy drink. Never, just please don't do it. Like if you don't drink that. I drank that one time, and I swear to you, I thought that was it. Y'all know it when Fred Sanford, you watch Seven the Sun, say he was gonna join Elizabeth. Like I really felt that was happening. I was like, yeah, this it. I didn't did it now. This is it. Like that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. I never again. I drank it that one time, and I learned. Like I listened to my body. I drank that one time, and I said nope. So that's how I don't understand how y'all keep drinking things that's tearing y'all up and then go right back to it. I drank that energy drink one time, felt like I was gonna die, and I said never again. Listen instantly. Because now what happens is people have built up the tolerance to it. So now they need about 17 Red Bulls just to feel some type of energy. They need 17 Monsters just to build up some type of energy. They need 5 cups of coffee to build up some type of energy. Because the body adapted and adjusted to it. So now you need more bang for your buck to get that same effect that one used to get you back in the day. So nope. You know what I'm saying? You got to listen to the initial response that your body gives you. People don't do that. I listened to the initial response. That initial response was negative. And I said, okay, cool, we out of here. Never drinking that again. Never drinking that again. You need energy. Your fruits are your energy. There is no greater energy source on the planet. And I saw Taylor mention the beet definitely. Beetroot juice, beet juice, all of that. That is your best source of energy. Again, nature didn't design the Monster Energy drink. No, nature gave you fruits. You know what I'm saying? Nature gave you fruits. Why do you think fruits exist? Outside of the antioxidants to help you fight diseases and whatnot, man, that is your natural energy source, along with the sun. Why do you think these things exist, man? Along with the sun, you got your sun, you know what I'm saying? And you got your fruits. You got energy. And along with sleep. See, that's another thing. People be trying, like, listen, if your body is not resting properly, I don't care what you eating, I don't care what you drinking. Like, dude, you need sleep. Your body will eventually give out. So we can't overlook that fact too. When you lacking energy, when you're tired all the time, are you sleeping? So if you're not sleeping, then that's what you need to work on. When you get the proper amount of rest and you eating your fruits and you drinking your water and you getting some sunlight, then you will be energized. If you're not well rested, man, eventually your body is going to give out. I got a family friend. This brother was fighting in Afghanistan and he was so damn tired, he fell asleep in the middle of a shootout. Like your body just gonna give out, man. You know what I'm saying? Your body is gonna give out. So again, stop trying to force the body to be awake when it ain't trying to be awake. That mug is not going to respond that well to that, man. So again, make sure you getting a rest on top of this other stuff that's supplying you with the energy. Shahid, you say, is there a particular age to start your son with weight training? I just started my 9-year-old son, but someone told me it was stunning his growth. True or false? I wouldn't start him at 9. Now, I ain't the tallest person on the planet, but it ain't got nothing to do with me lifting weights too early. Like my peoples were not tall. I was never going to be tall. I started to lift. Like I didn't actually start to lift like free weights and things like that until I got into high school. I'd say probably about 8th grade, 7th to 8th grade. We had a little weight bench in our basement, and I would dabble with that from time to time. We had like a little Bowflex machine, and I mess with that from time to time. But I didn't start really lifting until I was a freshman in high school. Like that's when I started lifting, like lifting seriously. Other than that, I was doing a lot of body weight things and things of that nature, like push-ups, sit-ups, and just running and all of that. You know, I didn't start thoroughly lifting like hard and heavy and stuff like that until I became a freshman in high school. But yeah, 9, I wouldn't start the 9-year-old with the weights. Like I wouldn't even do that. I have them master their body weight first. You know, just do the push-ups, the sit-ups, the burpees. There's a lot of things you can do with that body weight. You know, so I have them master the body weight at 9, at 10, 11, 12. Maybe when they hit about 13, 14, then it's like, all right, cool, let's introduce some weight slowly but surely. My fit journey. Uh-huh. Chris, when you say you can't sleep, it's a lot of different remedies for that. You know, try rubbing. If you got some sesame oil, try rubbing that on your, massaging your feet with the sesame oil at night. Put some socks on, that knock you right out. Boom. CJ, for sure, it's all addictive. Everything is like all the stuff that's bad for us is addictive. The monsters, the Red Bulls, the fast food, because they add what they call additives to it. You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff is designed to be addictive. You know, it's designed to be that way. Dean, exactly. And yes, Kev, yeah, man, a family friend, a friend of my brother. Dude said he fell asleep in the middle of the shootout in Afghanistan. He fell asleep. Like that, he was his body had just he was so tired. He was so tired, his body was just like boom, shut down. Luckily he survived it, lived to tell the story, but like that happens. When your body is ready to shut down, that joint gonna shut down. Like it's just your body gonna shut down. Like it's just gonna do it. Like, all right, yep. Dude out here trying to neglect sleep and I need it. I'm just gonna shut down on him. And that's what happens. Oh, Shane, exactly. Like they'll make a fruit flavored candy, but tell you not to eat the fruits though. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Kevin, for sure. I done seen people like I've seen people get cut up and lean by doing straight calisthenics. Now again, like if you want to take your strength to like the next level, then you add the weights. That's something that Bruce Lee realized. Like Bruce Lee, you know, all the studying that he did, he was one of the first like martial artists to incorporate resistance training with weights. Because he just realized, man, in order for me to take my strength to the next level, I need to add weightlifting. But you can definitely get lean and cut up with all calisthenics as long as you do it in a progressive manner. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can definitely do it. As long as you progressing, as long as you doing more push-ups this week than you did last week, and sit-ups and things like that, yeah, you can always cut up like that and get lean and get strong. Like it's definitely possible. You know that's definitely possible. I'm a big advocate of calisthenics, man. There's so much you can do with your own body, you know, and that's why I just look at people, man. Like if you ain't got access to equipment or a gym, like it's so much that you can do with your own body, it's ridiculous. So there's just like no reason, no excuse, man. There's just so much you can do with your own body. Get creative. Man, I just rambled off, man. It's so many body weight exercises, it's ridiculous, man. I ain't even gonna get the name these joints. Then it's a million variations of like one body weight exercise. It's a million different ways you can do a push-up. You can do a pike push-up, incline push-up, close grip push-up, man, shoulder tap push-up, wide grip push-up. You know what I'm saying? Like hands-free push-up or hands release push-up. Man, it's like it's all different variations of one movement, of one body weight movement. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's just no excuse. Like you can take your body and you can create one of the hardest workouts known to man. You know what I'm saying? One of the hardest regiments known to man or woman out here. You know, just get creative, man. You don't really need the gym membership. You know what I'm saying? You can get it in anywhere, yo. You know what I'm saying? You can get it in anywhere. Park, the crib, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere. Anywhere. So again, like I can't, I ain't got time to go to the gym. I ain't got time to do X, Y, and Z. Nah, you know what I'm saying. You can be at the comfort of your own crib. You can go right outside that door. You can go right in that living room, that bedroom, and you can do all type of movements. All type of movements, man. Oh yeah, Tyru, yeah, resistance bands for sure. You know, and for the women, they got something called booty bands. So again, they just they be selling y'all everything. But man, it's a lot of different ways you can get it in. A lot of different ways, man. Million different ways that you can get it in out here, man. So there's just no reason for us to be opting for the surgical route and all of that. Taking these late, it's a million different ways you can put in some work and then just tweak what you eat, and you will be good, man. You will like what you see. You will like what you come across. Yeah, prodigal son. Yeah, that's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Booty bands. That's an actual situation. You know what I'm saying? That's an actual piece of equipment there. It's an actual band. You know, that's what they named it. You know, that's marketing. So we just gonna name it. Gonna name it booty band. You know, and we're gonna get all the women to buy it. They gonna buy it just off of the strength. But yeah. But y'all, man, with that being said, man, I went over my time for the day, man. It's getting a little hot where I'm at, man. So it's crazy. But I'm gonna go ahead and tap out, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with the kid, listening to the bill, adding in the 2 cents, good donations, and all of that good stuff, man. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, man. It's Saturday evening. I don't want to hold y'all too much longer, you know. So I appreciate y'all tapping in with the kid. Take tomorrow off. May tap in again with y'all Monday. If not Monday, definitely Tuesday. But y'all be easy out here. Enjoy this weekend, man. Again, eat y'all some healthy food, drink some water, get y'all some sleep, exercise, all that good stuff. I'm out. Peace.